As humans, there's a lot of things we disagree on. Religiously, politically, socially, financially. History has shown misaligned goals for the human race. One thing we can all agree on, though, is the goal of leaving a legacy.
This is how he lived.
What we fail to realize, though, is that legacy is out of our control. The legacy you leave will be different to every single person you encounter. Legacy is dependent on perception. And unless your goal is to not be perceived in this lifetime, you too will leave a legacy. You see, I always thought my legacy would be being known as a great basketball player. 3 dribbles, first to 7. Hey yo, shout out my boy Leo. Make this 3 right here.
If I miss, you cut it?
If I miss, I'll cut it.
One more. Watch, bro. You're not making it. You're not making it. You're not making it.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is how it's done. Ready?
Swish.
Me, I'm no Kobe, no LeBron, no MJ. Heck, I'm not even Ben Simmons. Well, I might be closer to Ben Simmons than you think. In reality, a lot of kids I train or coach think they're better than me at basketball. They don't know me as a good basketball player, so that's not my legacy in their eyes. I know I'm missing shots here, but I promise you I'm closer to LeBron than they are to me. But that's not my legacy to them. I've made music for the past 5 years, amassed over 1 million streams on all streaming platforms, but if you asked a random person who MSM was, they'd probably have no idea. Excuse me, sir. Do you know who MSM is?
Get out of my face!
God. See, my legacy to that guy was probably just some loser guy with a camera. But if you Google leaving a legacy, here's what you get. Leaving a legacy is about the positive impact someone's life has on others and the mark they leave on the world. It's the sum of their actions, accomplishments, and values that resonate with those around them. A legacy can be intangible, like memories or feelings, or tangible, like a bequest or donation. Here's a closer look at leaving a legacy. Meaning, it can mean different things to different people. For some, it's about family history and values, or passing down heirlooms. For others, it's about making a difference in the world, whether through building a company or treating others with kindness. Planning. Legacy planning involves considering how to use assets and money to support values and causes. Strategies include charitable giving, impact investing, and using trust in estate plans. Communication. It's important to communicate wishes ahead of time to avoid hurt feelings later. This includes how to divide an estate and whether the family can fulfill wishes for scholarships or endowments. Uniqueness. Legacy plans can be as unique as the individual. Anyone can leave a legacy, regardless of fame. Us as humans, we often try to control our own legacy. I'm a better shooter than John Wilkes Booth. LeBron labeled himself King James. Kobe Bryant labeled himself the Black Mamba. Michael Jordan labeled himself Black Jesus. And those are all sick nicknames, but each person's gonna remember each one of those athletes a little bit differently. You can go on social media, scroll 10 times, and see somebody calling themselves the best artist, the best rapper, the best singer, the best comedian, the best chef, the best real estate agent, the best, well, you get the point. That's my algorithm at least. Yours could be filled with racism and LeBron edits, and if that's the case, we love that for you. And when I would see those things, it really used to get to me because claiming you're the best at anything, it's kind of crazy. But now when I see those, I really start to think, and I realized we all watched the same TED Talk growing up.
I want to say to you, don't fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it.
We can all have this idea of how the world is supposed to see us and how we see ourselves in this narcissistic society that we live in. But once again, it's not really up to us. Will Tiger Woods be remembered for this?
But here it is. The return to glory
Or will he be remembered for this?
I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated.
What about Donald Trump? Will he be remembered for this?
And I said to them, does that mean I'm better than Abraham Lincoln and George? What? Yes, sir, you're better than both of them.
Or for this?
Trump just raised your taxes more than anyone else in history. He just put tariffs on pretty much everything that you buy. Your groceries, your gas, your car, the clothes you wear, everything is about to get a lot more expensive because of Trump.
Kanye West, will he be remembered for this?
That means gun, sex, lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played.
Or will he be remembered for this?
Told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat. About slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Now, if you're a woman watching, you probably feel a little bit left out. Melinda Gates, is she gonna be remembered for this? Or for this? Helen Keller, will she be remembered for this?
Helen Keller was a person that couldn't see, couldn't hear, and couldn't speak. Somehow, she not only learned how to communicate with the world, but graduated college, became a public speaker, and published 12 books.
Or will she be remembered for this?
Helen Keller wasn't real. You cannot sit here and tell me Helen Keller was real, bro. Ain't nothing gonna make me believe it.
Kim Kardashian, is she gonna be remembered for this?
Kim Kardashian reportedly tried to free a Clarksville man from prison. Yep, you heard that right.
Or will she be remembered for... I can't really show that on YouTube, but you get the point. And remember, both things can be true. The Google definition tells us it's the sum of all the actions which add up to our legacy. The unfair part about life, though, is that blemishes are more apparent on shiny surfaces. Like, look at my car. You hit the side of an apartment building one time and people just act like you're the worst driver in the whole world. You can do a lot of good in this world, but somebody, somewhere, will remember that one time you really messed up. Now for my car. If I was gonna go sell the car, I would get a Carfax and it would show no accidents except that little whoopsie. That little blemish is just a whoopsie. There was no accident. But for people, there's no human facts. You can't list out all the things you've done wrong in life and all the things you've done right and hope that the things you've done right outweigh the things you've done wrong. It doesn't work like that. And that doesn't mean we have to be perfect in every aspect of our life in order to leave a positive legacy. It's just something that's good to keep in mind, that there's always gonna be, yeah, he was really good, but he did this. Let's see if Arkansas can hit a game winner. Arkansas has a very good coach with a great legacy of sending players to the NBA. But can they win in March? That guy right there. Oh. Overtime. Texas Tech had the second largest comeback in Sweet 16 history. What kind of legacy will you leave? That's my question to you, you little bright-eyed, bushy-tailed viewer. What kind of legacy are you gonna leave? Are you gonna let other people hold you to your past and all the things that you've ever done wrong? Are you gonna stand up and do what's good for you and what's good for those around you? Do you think you have to be the president or a CEO of a big company or cure cancer in order to leave a positive legacy? Why are you discounting the fact that you could just be a good son, a good daughter, a good mother, a good father, a good brother, somebody in the community that people can lean upon? You don't have to be Kobe Bryant and take every shot. Sometimes you gotta be Ron Artest.
He never passed me the ball. And he passed me the ball. Kobe passed me the ball when I shot a three. And Phil didn't want me to shoot the three. I heard him. Because he's the Zen master, so he can speak to you. You can hear him in your head. Ron, don't shoot, don't shoot. I said, whatever. Boom, three. Woo.
Maybe you're really young and you hear that question and you're like, Max, I'm 12. Why do I need to think about my legacy? I just got a solo dub on Fortnite with my Juice WRLD skin. Or maybe you're the opposite. You're old and you feel like your legacy's already been written. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. For both parties, I'll direct you to something I said earlier in the Ben Simmons series. I've had potential my whole life. You have potential. Everyone has potential. If you have time left on this earth, you have potential. But at some point, you gotta step up and be the man. If you have time left on this earth, you have potential. And if you have time, you still have time to figure things out. And if you are thinking about writing or rewriting your legacy and you don't know where to start with the anti. Think about all the things you don't want to be. For myself, I knew last year that I didn't want to be an adult who used alcohol as a coping mechanism for anything that happened in life, so I stopped drinking, and I've been sober for over a year now. I knew that I didn't want to be some cringy wannabe artist on social media begging people to listen to a couple songs that I have. Trust me, I know at one point we're all wannabes. I just didn't want to fake it till I became it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to put the work in. So last year, I made 3 projects centered around my relationships in life, and they're doing all right. I knew I was done just living to get by and wasting my time, so I stopped doing that. I stopped wasting time. I started living more intentional with the things I put into my body, the people I spent my time around, the things I was doing in my free time. And those are just a few examples, but like I said earlier, you could find this video on the internet.
Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm doing sad boy shit.
You could see that video and just label me as a drunken loser. Your legacy is not up to you. Your job is to do the work. Live by your morals and ideals. Do your best every single day. The rest is just up for interpretation. And in essence, we're all artists in this life. Your lifetime that you live is your body of work. Everything else is up for the audience to decide. You can't go call yourself the greatest. You can't call yourself the king. That's for other people to do. All you can do is be you and hope that you is good enough. In the eyes of some people, it won't be. In the eyes of God, that's all that matters. Every single award is chosen by a committee, by a group of people.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Does that mean whoever doesn't win the award wasn't good enough? No, not really. It just means this product was liked more than this product to that specific group of people. All you gotta do is find your people. And newsflash, buddy, there's 8 billion people on Earth. If one of them sees your legacy as positive, isn't that a win? The people with the greatest legacies often are the most polarizing. Half the people hate them, half the people love them. That's why they're so popular. But your legacy doesn't have to be this big old grand gesture. It can be small acts of kindness, having a good heart, being a good neighbor. Because at the end of the day, the audience decides if the film is good. As the director of the film, all you can do is give it your best shot. And that's not an Alec Baldwin joke. Don't take that the wrong way. You see what I'm saying though? One mishap can mess up your whole legacy, your whole reputation to the masses. Millions of people will think poorly of you because of one thing. So when thinking about leaving your legacy, know who your audience is. You're never gonna win everybody over, so all you can really do is put on for those around you that really truly matter to you. Life is like an abstract painting. Everybody will get a different meaning from it. But don't let that deter you from seeing your vision through and leaving your mark on the world. Because you're here for a reason, even if you don't know what that reason is yet.